Hello everyone, my name is Marcus G. Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Get the full scoop on Chicago Fire Season 13 with an in-depth look at everything known about the upcoming season so far. We're now a month into the One Chicago show's annual summer hiatus, but with July's arrival, we're inching one step closer to the new season arriving on our screens this fall. Although we won't have Chicago Fire back with new episodes until likely September, NBC will soon be beginning work on the new season of the show. After last year's strike-related delays, NBC is looking to return to a normal production timeline for the 2024-25 TV season, which means the One Chicago shows will begin production midsummer once again. According to our friends over at Screen Magazine, Chicago Fire Season 13 will begin filming in the Chicago area on July 19 as NBC begins prepping episodes for the fall season. July has typically been when the One Chicago shows begin production, and with the shows finally able to settle back into their normal routines, fans can rest assured that they won't have to wait as long between seasons this year. Chicago Fire Season 13 will premiere this fall on Wednesday nights. While we had to wait until January for Season 12, Chicago Fire will finally be back to a normal premiere timeline in the fall following the strikes. Although NBC has not set an official premiere date just yet for Season 13, we do know that the show will return in the fall, with One Chicago Wednesdays remaining a staple on the network. If we had to guess, it seems likely that Chicago Fire Season 13 will premiere on either Wednesday, September 18, or Wednesday, September 25. Most seasons of the show have typically premiered within the last 2 weeks of September, so it seems highly likely NBC will look to kick off its fall 2024 schedule within this same range of time, as there is no reason for the network to delay the One Chicago show's returns, and we simply don't imagine them doing so. Season 13 will be a longer season than Season 12. An exact episode count for the next season of Chicago Fire has not yet been announced, but we know the season will be longer than Season 12, which consisted of just 13 episodes. Season 12 was the shortest season of Chicago Fire in the history of the show due to the writers' and actors' strikes of 2023. With production able to begin in July, the shows will be able to get back to a more standard-length season, which means the next season of Chicago Fire should be 20 to 22 episodes. This also means that we'll get to see the show dropping new episodes across the fall and into the spring of 2025 up until May, when the finale is likely to air. The Chicago Fire Season 13 cast will look a bit different. When Chicago Fire does return for Season 13, the cast will look a little different thanks to the many cast exits that came about in Season 12. Across the last season of the show, Chicago Fire said goodbye to both longtime members of the cast, as well as new additions who left the show just as quickly as they arrived. Among the actors we said goodbye to in Season 12 were Cara Kilmer, Brett, Alberto Rosand, Gallo, Rome Flynn, Gibson, and Wazam Kish, Lennox. It's also not expected that we'll see much of Laura Allen as Chief Robinson next season, as her story on the show seems to have reached a natural end. Season 13 will also be the first season in which Eamon Walker will not be a series regular on the cast after 12 seasons. The good news is that, while we won't see Bowden in every episode, Walker is expected to return in a recurring role next season, which means we should still get to see Bowden in a few episodes across the season. The question will just be the exact number of episodes he'll appear in. Additional cast exits could be coming in Season 13, but at the moment, we're expecting the rest of the core cast will be coming back for Season 13, with the following actors all expected back next season: Taylor Kinney as Kelly Severide, David Eigenberg as Christopher Herman, Joe Minoso as Joe Cruz, Miranda Ray Mayo as Stella Kidd, Daniel Curie as Darren Ritter, Christian Stolt as Mouch, Hanako Greensmith as Violet Mikami, Randy Flagler as Cap, Anthony Ferraris as Tony, Jake Lockett as Sam Carver, It was teased that Carver could be leaving the show. However, Jake Lockett has hinted he'll be back, so we'd be shocked if Carver left the show unexpectedly. We also know that Jocelyn Houlihan will be returning for season 13 as a series regular, meaning Lila Novak will be sticking around at 51, and that the show might have found its permanent replacement for Brett. The last key member of the cast we're expecting back for season 13 is Michael Bradway, who joined the cast in season 12 as Jack Damon. While we don't yet know whether Bradway will return as a series regular or remain in a recurring status, we expect Damon to play a major role in the season, given the bombshell he dropped on Severide in the finale. 51 is getting a new chief. At the end of Chicago Fire season 12, it was hinted that Herman was going to become the next chief at 51. However, it seems that will not be the case after all. According to Deadline, NBC is currently in the process of casting the role of Chief Dom Pascal for season 13. Pascal will take over the role of chief at 51 following Bowden's promotion, and it's going to be interesting to see who they cast in the role. While little is known about the character at this time, it has been revealed that Pascal began his career with the CFD but spent the last decade as a chief in sunny Miami. Dom is described as a cheerful person who works well under pressure, and whose leadership style differs from Bowden's. He and his wife are estranged. We also know that this role will be a series regular role, which suggests that he'll be sticking around for the long haul and won't just come in for a few episodes before bouncing. Given how the finale set up Herman to succeed Bowden as chief, it's going to be interesting to see what happens that leads to Herman being looked over for the role, and how exactly Herman will react to working under a new chief after being promised the job. Could there be some friction between the two? We're not sure, but we wouldn't be surprised if Herman butts heads with Pascal. We're going to get to learn more about Kid's family. While the burning question heading into season 13 is how Damon's reveal is going to shake things up for both Severide and Kid, it seems Severide's side of the family tree isn't the only one that might be expanding next season. In an interview with TUB Line, Andrea Newman teased that there is still more to be revealed regarding Kid's family, and to stay tuned for a look into Kid's past. We established in season 5 that her parents died when she was young, and she was raised by her aunt and uncle, but there is definitely more in her family story to be revealed. Stay tuned, Newman teased. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe my fast gossip to our channel, and stay with us.